was in this expansion. That's going to be really bad because one, he can't reduce glass, and two, his upgrades will be solid. And upgrades and cross race matches are really key. And like same race matches, you really don't get upgrades that much, but yeah, well, because they tend to be over really fast. But enough on that. Back to the game. Yeah, so upgrades are really key, but it looks like casy successfully defended bestgod's assault and a little harass thing. But good harass, well, not really good harass, but bad response to good harass on both sides of the field. And that tank getting a little caught out of position there, getting picked off by those 4 goons. Looks like those goons do have a range upgrade. Well, should be anticipated, this late in the game. It's already about 10 minutes in, and both players still on 2 base, which, yes, there goes the 2 carriers right there. And, yeah, so expansion floating out to probably, yeah, the offset 6 o'clock position. It's, sort of like 6 o'clock, and then you go up, and like this map is Katrina, and basically it has 4 spawn points, 3, 6, 8, and 12. Alright, that's like 8:30, I'd say. I don't know. I'm being an asshole right now, but whatever. Yeah. And then, they each have a natural in the corners. There's like, the 6 has the bottom right, blah 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 blah, whatever, no one cares. But yeah, and then like they have the middle, which has 4 little expands in the middle, and which are sort of mirrored. And there's like 12 offset, 3 offset, 6 offset. Anyway, yeah, so pretty cool. And Goliaths are out for Casey, so yeah, he's definitely gonna probably already has Charm Booster upgrade. He probably just started upgrading that right when he saw the Stargaze. So yeah, but here comes the carriers and a Reaver, and Reaver really owns Goliaths. So yeah, there's the Charm Booster upgrade is up. That's what the that blue stuff on the end of the missiles is. That's Charm Booster, and just getting a little range on that carrier right there. But now because oh, very actually nice position for Casey, because he is sort of setting up contain on bestgod, and it's really, and he's also forcing those carriers to come back and defend rather than attack, because carriers are really offensive units. They're great harass, and they're really devastating used offensively, but they're not really the best used offensively. But a lot of the time it becomes necessary for them to use defensively, because there's a hell of shit in your base and you gotta fuck them up. Oh, and oh my god, 2 goons in a bunch. Oh my god, that was a hero mine right there. That was a brilliant mine. Oh, and a Wraith out, so it looks like to counter these carriers, Casey's going for Wraiths. And so that Vulture's doing excellent harass. Those 3 Vultures really were worth their weight in probes right there. Worth their weight in gold and minerals and probes. I don't really care what you say. But yeah, oh. And those carriers both sort of low life, but looks like a couple carriers might be out soon. And this expansion is up. And the really key thing right here, Terran has 3 expands. Oh yeah, so Protoss does have an expand. Never mind, nothing key. But anyway, yeah, so, but the Terran and Protoss are even expansions, and that is not a good thing. Because, if you're Protoss, you always want to be 1 expand ahead of Terran, and then you're pretty much, in the, not really lead, but you're economically tied, because it's like, 1 Terran expansion is 1.5, like, a Protoss should have 1.5, expands Terran's 1, so sort of like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Do the math. Pretty much, like, you say 1 expand ahead, you're, just a little ahead economically. And, it's good. Because the Terran unit, they're really cost effective. So, like, don't really need to build too much of them. And a bunch of turrets going up in the side for, Casey, because sorry, he sees all those carriers, of course, and oh, the carriers getting there just in time before those turrets get up. And also that Reaver. Oh, brilliant carrier Reaver attack right here by bestgod. Really good attack. Man, oh, it just got right as those turrets were almost finished. That is not good for Casey. Yeah, so meanwhile, bestgod has 4 couriers out to Casey's ground force, and that is actually quite the large force. He has a bunch of riots, and it looks like about a full control group of tanks. So, yeah, full control is 12. I don't know. I sort of thought that I'd do this commentary for people who really don't know too much about StarCraft, so I'm gonna explain. But yeah, so if you're really, you know, if you actually know StarCraft, just listen anyway. It's still cool, please. And yeah, so those carrier goes down though. That's really key because carriers are very, very expensive units, and they take a long time to build. But they're very, very cost effective too. So use the word "very" a lot in that last sentence. You know, that Zilot finally got taken out, and that Reaver is a very happy Reaver. He has gotten a bunch of kills, and he's caused a bunch of damage, and that is very effective harass right there. And that one carrier just surviving with this little tiny bit of life right there, sliver of health. And yeah, so basically Casey is right now just slowly pushing up, and so he's really just trying to get up that ramp. And bestgod really not doing a good job of microing his greens. He's just letting them take that fire, and that is horrible. Oh, and now, if Casey can take down that pylon, he'll probably a bunch of those KVs are going to go unattacked. Oh, and that shuttle goes down. So just what Casey needs to do now is just send in a couple tanks to kill that Reaver. And that Reaver is very, very vulnerable without. I got something very, but the Reaver is vulnerable without the shuttle. So yeah. Good, but it looks like the carriers are coming down. Wait, never mind. Oh, yeah. And oh, that one carrier does get taken down. That was the one with like no life, but still. Oh yeah, so 2 more carriers out, and yeah, so upon constant pump. Oh, but once that armory goes down, oh, this is horrible. I do not. Very poor by Casey. He is not taking out that Reaver yet, and oh my god, this is very, very retarded because yeah, so he's going to be able to take down that Reaver, but that Reaver was cost-effective plus because he killed a bunch of probes, and he, like, killed a bunch of turrets, and he was a rape machine right there. That is a rape machine, you know. You can't get any more rape than that Reaver. So, you know, Reaver, we salute you, but, you have to die now. So, very poor by Casey because that expansion was not mining for a long time, and very, very poor. So, yeah, and an attack coming in right now by Casey, just trying to keep the pressure, and it's a good thing because once you really don't want to get because Terran, it's all about basically, you know, setting up, and it's a good thing because Casey, once he has this, and if it weren't those carriers, Casey would have already won because Terran, it's like how you win, you know, it's pretty much you slowly advance, you know, siege up, you know, unsiege some tanks, move them up a bit, unsiege the rest of your tanks, move them up a bit, and just, you know, constantly, you know, move the line forward quite a little bit, so, you know, and, you know, Casey is doing that pretty well, but those carriers are just really what's killing him, because with those carriers, he can just attack from, you know, he can flank from the inside while he pushes out with his main force. So, oh, and looks like a shuttle drawing up for some Zealot bombing, and so, yeah, one thing, really key, Zealot bombs, they're awesome. You know, I'm not combat, but I'm not trying to tell you how to play better, because I really can't play for shit, so don't listen to me, but I sort of know strategy a little bit. Oh, this is big. Casey is attacking bestgod's expansion. And that expansion, if it goes down, a little bit poor by bestgod and Casey right there. bestgod really not really microing those Zealots, and Casey not unsieging those tanks when they're just getting fucked. So, yeah, poor on both sides of the party there. And oh my god, that courier almost goes down. No health left, no health left. Oh, there's a couple more Elias shots. And that expansion did go down, so Casey is now at 2 mines, and bestgod. Fuck, these names are retarded. Can you? Well, I don't know. I guess these names are not retarded.